Well, we've got a nice big BlackButt door jamb to install. It's going to be a pivot door, 920 by 20340, so a big one, tall one. So we're going to do our best to make it so it doesn't move and so you don't see them either. So we're going to use plug cutters. We're going to use a 10 gauge. That's the hole you drill. And then that's my plug cutter for the same size. We'll keep you posted. Marked it all out. So drill a hole, drill that. You start by drilling the plug hole, or your hole for the plug, your counter bore, whatever you want to call it. And then you drill through this. You got to drill this one into about that depth, sort of thing. Gives you a bit of meat to it. So yeah. Okay, otherwise if it's too small, if you only drill down a little bit, the plug will just fall out. So you've got to go down at least that. It's about 10 mil. We'll see how we go. Bear with me. So there's my holes. And we'll go from there. That's the start of it. We'll drill all them out. Then we'll drill a clearance hole through into here. So through the hardwood. And then we drill just a pilot hole, small one, through the timber studs. Well, it's all fixed off now. Nice door jamb. So they're the holes that I make. You see the screws just fit in there. Gives you nice perches on the fixings. So I usually like to come up 100 and down 100, and then divide it right up. So this is about halfway, 1200, and then we're about 550 above that, and below that as well. So it's really fixed. It's all been packed in behind the screws nicely. Extra wedge up the top there to push your jamb over that way. Now it's time for the plug cutter. So give me a sec, I'll put it in the drill. You need a piece of off cut of the same material so the colour doesn't change too much. And we'll get that going. You want to go down probably 20 mil. That's the plug. So I'll keep on drilling and I'll get back down. You need something small like a chisel or a flathead screwdriver. And then the idea is you just poke it in and just lever. I just go side to side. You can go forward, back, doesn't matter where you do it, really. I got a kit from which has 5 different sizes, and then you can get 2 different types of kits. You can get a large and a small. So this one's a small one. It goes from, I think it's from 8 mil up to 16, I think it is. It is 8 mil, goes up to 15. So you got your bits to drill, and then your plug cutting sets. So they're all out. There's your holes, and then these fit in there. And when you do it, if you notice, you got the grain. Won't focus that close. You got the grain on the timber. You got to make that line with this grain on this timber, because if you put it that way, it'll stick out. You'll see it. When I say stick out, I mean it won't look right. So I've hammered them all in, and that's what you end up with. Oops, oh, that one's not going the right way. You try and get them, see how that one grows. Grain's going the right way. Try and get them all to go vertical. Sometimes it's a bit hard to tell until after you hammered them all in. Clean the glue up. I try and multi-tool just a little bit off, get most of it off, and then sand the rest. So I sort of keep the multi-tool off the timber itself. So you still got like a mil left there. But we'll go let it dry and then we'll come back and sand them. So we've trimmed the plugs are all glued in, we've trimmed them back. Now we're going to sand them. Sand them all nice and flush. And then with some 60, and then we'll go over the whole jamb with some 120. Okay, we'll get back in a sec. Well, door jamb's in, and the door's hung. It's the finish of the timber plugs, screw holes that we use to fix it all off. Then you install the timber plug. So yeah, let's have a look at the door, pivot door. So whoops. So I've got to get a little, probably tunnel latch or something like that. So you don't really, doesn't open, doesn't close. Yeah, that's it. And then there's going to be some timber slats on this wall, floor to ceiling.